back down. Shit. I'm good. Yeah. I'm good right there, yo. Yeah. Them real niggas can't relate. Yeah. Them real niggas can't relate, man. Carolina stand up. Yeah. Hey, baby, tell me, have you ever seen a nigga chase his dreams? Leaving everything he loved behind to make the screen. Kiss his mama on the cheek, say don't worry, I'll be back. I gotta get you out this shit, I'ma hurry, I'll speed back. You see, that's the type of shit the boy be thinking when he dreaming. And he don't pay no mind to them niggas that's disagreeing, saying, nigga, is you crazy? The same ones that talking be the same ones not doing shit. Hey, nigga, is you lazy? Or is you scared to follow dreams? I know you gotta have one. The opportunities be in your face. You
give me 1 sec, give me 1 sec.
But while you bullshitting, I be wood gripping, getting wealthy. On the road to riches, God help me. I holler at y'all niggas when I see you. Wouldn't wanna be you cause you fear what I don't. See this here.
Yo, what's good, what's good? By the way, I did not turn my fan on.
Look, my nigga, what you call impossible is possible. Hey, tell my niggas keep their
What's good though? Hold on.
We made it too damn far just to give it up. And we way too strong. This is a
Let me turn this down right quick. Turn that down a little bit. Yo, what's good, Ben? By the way, what's good, Satro and Giga, if you still here? And what's good, Z? Apply for a new job. Got an interview tomorrow. What job? What type of job is it now, Z? What type of job is it now? What type of shit did you get yourself invested in? Hopefully, it's not no labor work. You know, labor work, the worst work. Labor work, the worst work. And that's no lie. By the way, like you see in the title, I'm about to get straight into the breakdown. By the way, it's a Wednesday, so I had to stream a little later. Been a long day. Had class, watched the game, drive back and forth. Shit takes time, but we still here, still locked in. So I was about to watch the Bucks Heat game. By the way, I was about to watch the Bucks Heat game, but I was like, what do I really feel like watching this moment? Because the Bucks did play the Heat on the tail end of a back-to-back, but the Heat had no Jimmy Butler, and what's his name? He had no Jimmy Butler and Terry Rozier. That's who. They had no Jimmy Butler, no Terry Rozier. And I was like, and Josh Richardson. So I was like, and they still lost by fucking 30, 40. Right? I was like, oh, I could watch that. But I was like, Tatum went for 40. And I see Cam Thomas was doing a little bit. So I was like, so let me peep that. And then at the same time, I had the concept of, oh shit, I could do a mismatch breakdown. Because I just started watching the first few minutes. And I was like, they are hunting him like a goddamn white man in the forest looking for some deer with some camo on. They was hunting him crazy, right? And so damn near every single time down the floor, it was just like Cam Thomas. I didn't get so much of it in the first half, but in the second half, it's OD. And I got like a good amount, like probably 3 minutes worth of them, 3 minutes worth of clips of them just attacking Cam Thomas. So that's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting. I got quite a few gems. Textile industry, making books for kids, just basic help. Hey, but I'd rather do that than do labor. I'd rather do that than do real labor. I haven't watched stream in 2 months. Well, better now than never. Better now than never. Let me get this stuff pulled up, by the way. Let me get this stuff pulled up. Get the videos pulled up, because we ain't about to waste no time. Boom. Clips right there. And by the way, I gotta tell y'all something about my workout this morning, bro. I was locked in this morning, bro. I did my hooping workout. Dog. I gotta tell you this. I got a shooting challenge for y'all. I got a little shooting challenge for y'all. I'm gonna see what y'all get on it. Cause when I did that shit, I was like, yo, that's crazy. I was also gonna pull up one more thing. I was not gonna pull anything up. Alright, but let me talk about this workout though right quick, right? Before we even get into this breakdown. Or no, let me post on Instagram. I'm gonna talk about the workout and just get straight into it. Alright. Let me pause this right quick. Let me get this posted on my IG right quick. I'm gonna tell you about my workout. I got a shooting challenge for y'all. And then after that, then we gonna get into the breakdown, right into it. Have you completely stopped using Twitch? For now, most definitely I've stopped using Twitch because it's just easier for people to tune into a live stream while they're already subscribed to my YouTube, which has 8x as many followers as my Twitch had, and it allows my YouTube just to grow more. I make more, have a community section in the YouTube, so now I could post it in that as well. And when you subscribe, It's not like, oh, you just get a badge. You get a badge, and now you're also getting gems every week. Like, I'm dropping like a video or two every week about concepts, about jumping that I'm not going to tell y'all or show y'all really about until I drop my program, which is looking like summer 2025. And if it needs to be delayed, it might have to be delayed, but I'm going to try not to make it delayed. So some little stuff I just throw in there, little jumping drills I'm trying out, little things I really like to do. Boom, I'll just throw it in there. So it's like you're getting more bang for your buck. You know what I'm saying? So let me get this post on Instagram right quick. Let me see. Boom, hold on. Let me get better clip right quick. Boom. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. Boom. Told y'all, let me get this poster right quick. Boom. 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 And by the way, let me go boom right there. You know what I'm saying? Get that to the back end. Boom. Oh, no. Boom. There we go. All right. Well, I was going to tell. Well, my workout. Before we even get started, my workout. The workout I had this morning, right? So my Wednesdays is my non-vertical jump workout days. My Wednesday and my Saturday. And if I do any sort of jumping, it's like actual dunking, where I'm just kind of pushing my limits, getting new flows. But I didn't really jump crazy today because basically when I was in there, I was doing the first portion of my workout, my actual skills part, right? I was literally just drilling the same 2 moves for probably about 45 minutes, right? I was doing basically a lunge or a sprint step into side step and a step back, just because I felt if I could add that, mix that in with my speed, that's something I could really utilize. So literally for the past 3 workouts, I've been doing the same shit over and over and over. And y'all even got to understand, it's like, oh, you've been doing the same shit 3 workouts? I'm about to make a 4, make a 5, make a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to keep doing the same shit until I feel like it's literally like second nature to me. Like that shit is like, it's so easy, it's natural, you know? And so the key to getting better at any sort of skill, right, is just repetition, right, in that specific skill. The only reason why y'all can't do that is because y'all aren't comfortable doing things that are repetitive, right? Y'all get bored, right? So you try to throw in some new shit just to stimulate yourself, to keep yourself excited. But in reality, you're not really improving any skill to a level of mastery, right? Or towards that level of mastery, right? So I've been doing that same little thing. Boom, I was doing that workout, right? I could even get into that concept a little more. That was something I was thinking about earlier, and I was like, oh, that's why people can never master a skill or get really good at something, right? And so I was just doing my workout, and then there was this trainer and this other kid who was just working on the other side, right? And then he was like, oh, you want to try a shooting challenge? I was like, yeah, fuck it. And it was, you take 5 shots each spot. How many makes you should have per day? I would say if you're a hooper, if you're shooting by yourself, get at least like 200. At least like 200. If you got a shooting machine, of course you could up that shit to like 500, 700 or so. But I would say to go with around like 200 makes a day. 200 makes a day, you're most definitely outworking your competition. Any more past that, then you're just outworking them even more. So I would start by setting a limit like that. Get accustomed to that 200, maybe even if it's 150 and you only been doing like 50 makes a day or so. Right, get accustomed to doing that. Drill that shit every day. Make sure you get that limit. Then boom, by the week, all right, let me up this by 10 shots. Right, let me make 10 more. Right, once you get more efficient, all right, boom, let me throw in 15 more. Oh, 20 more. Before you know it, you're gonna be making 200 shots, 250 shots, 300 shots a day. If you just continuously like build and get more efficient as a shooter, and understand that the more mentally you are locked in, because you're in control of your mind, the quicker you get done with your workouts. Right, and we all want to get that shit done with as quick as possible, but also make sure that we're locked in and actually working on the skills we need. So I'll say around 200 makes to start. But going back to what I was saying, I was doing my little workout, doing the same little step back stuff I was telling y'all about. I might record it one of these days, post on my IG just to show y'all the progression and how I'm been able to flow into the move and what exactly I'm talking about, right? So I was doing that. He told me you want to do a shooting challenge, and the challenge was, right, I want y'all to even try this too. The challenge was 5 shots each spot, right? Yo, what's good, P? By the way, P, this is a shooting challenge. I want y'all to try it. Let me know what y'all get, right? The shooting challenge I did, right? It was 5 shots each spot, so it was going from corner, wing, or corner, wing, wing, top, right? 5 each spot. But in between, you have to make 3 layups, right? So you have to touch the 3-point line, layup, touch, layup, and then you go to the next spot, right? So say I shoot my 5 from the right corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoot those 5. And then before I go to the next one, I got to layup, touch the 3-point line, layup, touch the 3-point line, layup. Right, 3 of them, then I go to the next spot, right? And so it throws in a little mix of conditioning in there as well, right? How well are you able to keep focus? And mind you, I was dunking damn near all of them. If it wasn't a dunk, it was a rim grace. So I wasn't sitting here just basic at layup, basic at layup, basic at layup, right? I was like, fuck that shit. I got to actually get up on these. I want to actually push myself. So the first time I went through it, total of 25 shots, I got a 14 out of 25, right? I was unsure of what he was kind of talking about, so I was still getting like walk through it while I was doing it. So I was like, okay, oh, this is what it is. And like by the time I got to my 3rd spot, I was like, okay, boom. And then before you know it, we did the last 2, kind of got in a little rhythm. But then 14 out of 25, right? And so I went back to the other side of the court, did my work. Started my workout again, and I was like, fuck it, let me run this shit back. Hell no, I'm not taking a 14 out of 25. That's dog shit. That's not even 60%. Right? I was like, fuck no, I know you could do better than this, right? On top of the fact that I'm not even hooping on the daily. I'm not hooping every day, right? And so I was like, okay, boom, let me go get this shit done because I know you could get better at 14 out of 25. I was like, yo, I can run this shit back. He's like, yeah, I got you, right? Second time I ran it back, 21 out of 25, locked in. I'm telling you, I was just like, yo, as soon as I knew what I was about to do, my ability just to get focused mentally, boom, locked in. And I was able to get them down. I think I hit first corner 4 out of 5. Next one, I think I did a 4 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5, 3 out of 5 at the top. So I ended up missing 4 shots. And I was like, yo, when I'm mentally, like shooting is really just a mental game, bro. It's about your ability just to stay in that same zone. And everyone could talk about the physical, about the mechanics, about the fundamentals. But at the end of the day, I guarantee you, bro. I guarantee you. The reps are vital, yes, but if you don't understand the mental complexity of shooting, right, how to be able to control that, you just won't be a good shooter. You know what I'm saying? Someone could take 1,000,000 shots, right, and not have the mental capacity, right, not understand how to maintain and stay in the zone, whereas someone could take 500,000 shots or 250,000 shots, and they could be a better shooter than the one with 1,000,000 shots, just because mentally they know what they need to do. Right, they know the zone, they know the state of mind they need to put themselves in to be able to hit shots, right? And so that's especially vital when it comes to playing in the game because the quantity of shots is so much lower. You get maybe 5 shots, maybe some people get 2 shots or 1 shot, right? And if you miss that one, you may not get another, right? And so when it is your time to shoot, when you do have the opportunity and you get that ball and you gotta line up the shot, mentally, were you in the right mind space? Are you prepared? Or are you going to allow yourself just to flow into the shot and not overthink yourself, right? So when it came down to that, boom, 21 out of 25 before I slid. I was like, I really should have got 22. I missed 2 at the top of the key, which is whack, right? And so I was like, fuck, 21 out of 25. Just locked in. I got dilated focus, boom. And that was on my second go. I guarantee I probably could get even higher than that. And I began to think, I was like, what if I really did like a 3-point shootout? Like, what if I was in like, what if I did Gil's Arena? What if I did a shootout? They did 5 a spot, mid-range and shit. Just spot to spot, starring it, right? And I just did the same shit, fatigued and everything, right? The 3 layups in between. Mind you, not even layups. It was 3 dunks in between. 21 out of 25. I low-key don't give myself enough credit for being as good of a shooter as I know I am. But that's what allows me to keep me on my toes and continuously improve. So at the same time, I'm going to make sure that shit stays balanced. But when I really do looking at the grand scheme of things, I'm like, yo, you could actually shoot. But then I can't get too far into that because then you get egotistic and then Before you know it, your ability to remain neutral, like even killed when it comes down to shooting, and shit goes out the window, and you just gas yourself up all the time. So just shooting 5 shots a spot, I'm like, how much could I really hit? No conditioning, no nothing. Preparing 5 shots, like I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see in time. You'll probably end up seeing me at one of them type of events in the future. Let me just say it like that. Let me put it like that. In the future, you'll see me in those events. But for now, though, like I said, we're going to get straight into this breakdown. Right? Straight into this breakdown. We only 7 minutes into the stream, by the way. Only 7 minutes in. So when y'all try that drill, let me know what y'all get. Let me know what y'all get. And I had a rebounder, by the way, as well. So preferably do it when you have somebody who could also rebound for you, and maybe they could do the same shit. So you do your go, and then after that, you get their rebounds and shit. So yeah, probably maybe take your teammate or some shit after practice. I don't know, in the gym by yourselves. Have one person rebound. You do it. No time limit. Just make the most shots you possibly can. So let me know what y'all get. Let me know what y'all get. I may even like kind of even set a clip in the Discord or just like type out the shooting challenge, right? And then just so everyone can see it. I want to see what everyone else get. Mind you, I did it only 2 times. I got 21 out of 25. The only 2 times. And it wasn't outdoor. It was an indoor court as well. Tragedy at Chiefs Parade. What happened at the Chiefs Parade? Motherfuckers was hating. 5 shots. 5 shots. 5 shots. Nope, not 5 makes. 5 shots a spot. So you're going to end up shooting a total of 25. He had told me, he was like, oh, the goal is to get 15 out of 25. At first, I was like, oh, that's easy. And I got 14. I was like, fuck no. I was like, I can't go out sad like this. Then, boom, I got 21 out of 25. Yeah, so 5 shots a spot. Corner 5, 3 layups in between. Next corner 5, 3 layups in between. Next, then wing 5 shots, 3 layups, right? Got to touch the 3-point line on each layup. Going between each layup. Then another wing, 3 layups, then top, done. Just like that. I'm going to probably type it out in the Discord as well. Let me turn this up just a little bit. I can't even see the entire chat. He said, guns? People was bringing straps to the parade? Why people bringing straps to the parade? Oh, wait. Hey, football not even my sport, bro. They got it, bro. They got it. I don't even know if I told y'all, but I probably did tell y'all. You can't doubt a Patrick. It's tough to do. In this generation, in this day and age, we taking over multiple landscapes right now. So when I was like, oh, he about to get into playoffs again, I'm like, he's a Patrick. I know what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, he going to win. Like, can't do shit about it, bro. Can't do shit about it. YouTube been deleted. They hide the message. There's a setting I could put so I can see it, but they kind of hide the message in the chat, I think. But yeah, let's peep this though. Like I said, this breakdown's about hunting mismatches, abusing mismatches, taking advantage of mismatches. The mismatch in this game was Cam Thomas. Let me get some water first though. And mind you, Jayson Tatum, by the way, had 41, 31 in the first half. Cam Thomas, I think, had 26, 27-ish, around that range, and had maybe only 7 in the first half, but he was doing really good in the second half. And so something I'm going to do in the second half of this breakdown is I want to keep track of how many points, like the plus minus of points given up because of Cam Thomas and points scored by Cam Thomas, or Cam Thomas was responsible for it. I believe for the most part I have every single make that occurred when he was at fault from the second half, and then the ones where he even got maybe an assist in the second half as well. Unless it was in like the last 30 seconds of garbage time. I don't even think I peeped that because that shit really don't matter. But yeah, I'm gonna keep track of that once the second half comes around. And then also make sure y'all understand the fact that when Tatum is going about these mismatches, you don't got to do exactly what Tatum does. You just got to find your mismatch, right? Find your mismatch. Find the matchup you like if you are that type of player, right? Or guide a teammate in that direction. So take everything with a grain of salt. Understand, apply it to yourself. Customization is key. Let's get straight to it. I better watch NFL, but love to see a Patrick win. Indeed, man. Indeed, we just stack the wins, stack the dubs, man. We stacking the dubs. But let's get to it. Let me just slow down. And I got a couple things I want to say about Ben Simmons too. I got a couple things. Oh my gosh. You know Ben Simmons has played 12 games this year? He's played 12 games. Like 1, 2, like Ja Morant jersey number, like police. He's played 12 games this year. I didn't know he only played 12. I didn't know. I seen the stats. I was like, wait, 12? He's averaging like 6, 10, and 8. I'm like, shit is whack, gang. I'm just. You're gonna see when I talk about it. It's early on the breakdown too, so you're gonna be able to see what I'm talking about. But let me get some water right quick once again. So right here though, let me leave this open. In case I still want to drink water. And by the way, if you think I cut my hair or some shit, my hair is just pulled back. My hair pulled back. Pull this side of my hair back. It's just laid down that way. Or this side of my hair. I just pulled it back. It's just laying back. So, I mean, chair up. Boom. Yo, what's good, Robin? What's good, Robin? You came just in time because we about to get started right now, right? Make sure this. Damn. All right. Locked in, right? Peep this, though, right? This is one of the easiest ways you can get mismatches, right? But it does come at a cost because you could give up an offensive rebound. Tatum on the contest, right? Cam Thomas misses. Good. Luckily enough, they got the rebound, right? And so now you saw Dorian Finney-Smith pointing down. Cam Thomas now has to match up on the Tatum, right? And so he has a size advantage. And when you're in the post, this is one of the best things you could do, right? Notice the footwork. Tatum has now gotten into a hop. Now, this is so vital because you can now use either foot as your pivot. You haven't established the pivot foot yet, right? And so when Tatum gets into that hop, he just is able to read the entire floor. It's over to his left shoulder. So why would I want to go over my left shoulder and attack, right? And now on this baseline as well, I have space. I caught up a little high. So now I could be able to boom, pirouette along this baseline, curve out that angle, and then boom, get that 2 early on and begin my mismatch exploitation. Mind you, Cam Thomas did score a little bit in the first half. He did score a little, but it was nothing crazy, right? You're going to see his aggression change completely in the second half, right? But remember this, right? So Cam Thomas, you got Al Horford guarding Ben Simmons. Al Horford always be playing this deep-ass drop. So the bag that you use in these situations, just keep it simple, right? Get to your pull-ups. If they play high, you turn the corner. Maybe even use your floater as well because they're dropped so far back. And now some of y'all also like to do this, right? Pete, right? Y'all really like to do this, where y'all get off the screen and think, oh, there's no big, let me pull up right off the screen and get a 3. But don't do that, because especially if they're this far drop back, there's so much gravity you could be able to pull in if you simply get inside the arc and allow this roll to occur while this player is still chasing. Because the look that you'll end up getting right here off the screen would be uncomfortable. That person chasing over high, meaning they'll be behind you. Now you got to get into space along this line, right? And so now you're shooting laterally, even sometimes going up the 3-point line with someone now tailing behind you to contest. That's uncomfortable. Just get inside the arc and make a play. This player is dropping back, make the read, get to your bucket. Yo, what's good? What's good, Alex? Isn't this Wemma? Isn't that Wemma, by the way? When I catch in the high post, I always try to hop till you have to spin. That move, yeah, that pirouette is so lethal. It is so lethal, right? And this is Ben Simmons. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I might have to write off. I love a good comeback story, but Ben Simmons just not doing it, bro. Like it's just not working, bro. Like I want to see somebody just like bounce back crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like just do dumb good when people was hating, but it's just not seeming like that for Ben Simmons, bro. It's just not, bro. I love to see a good comeback story. He's just not doing it, bro. Like, bro, come on. Ben Simmons, I might just have to write off Ben Simmons off of this shit right here, right? Understand, right? Understand this, right? Look. Hey, look at Ben Simmons. He has Derek White on him. Ben Simmons is 6'10", about 250. Derek White is 6'4", about 200. Look what type of shot he gonna take. Look at this shit. Look, just watch him. Just let him cook. Watch him cook. He has the entire size advantage, but did not go to try and make a single bump. He did not try to initiate any contact. And as a matter of fact, what he did do is that when he decided to actually go and drive, he went further away from the rim than when he started. He went up the line. He went away from the rim, away from his defender. Mentally, he is cooked, right? And that's just not it. That's just not it, right? Part 2, bro. Same size advantage, right? 6 inches and 50 pounds. Pause, right? Boom, push cross. Come on. You took 2 steps, veered, and now you're barely able to make Derek White move about 1 inch. And notice, right? Not just on that first shot. Both of them, he ain't touched nothing, bro. He ain't touched nothing. Where's the shit at?
I shoot my shot in the brick. Yeah, I shoot my shot in the brick.
Shit is whack, bro. Like, come on, bro. At that point, he has no longer decided to attack the rim the rest of this game. He did not decide to go and drive. Not once. He did those 2 times after they said, I'm good. I'm good. Done. He was just done. Yo, what's good? What's good, Knuckle? And now Tatum gets down, gets this 2. I'm sorry. I seen that shit. I was just like, I could have let this shit slide. I was gonna keep everything focused. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I deliver my subject accordingly. Just keep that shit concise. But I just had to throw that shit in, bro. Now here too. This is one of the things that limits Jayson Tatum, though. I got a couple things outside of the mismatch portion, right? But really, there's a lot of... This may even be a mismatch in itself because it's an inexperience, right? Understand, though, right? Look. So Jayson Tatum, back screen, he gets a switch. He got the switch, and he's already at this block. Look where he's going to catch. He's from the block. Now he's moving about 18 feet out, and now he gets his catch. He's just right inside the three-point line. At this point, you may as well just go and shoot a 3. You just worked yourself out away from the rim because you just don't want to get down there and play that physical, right? And so with Jayson Tatum just being in this situation, what type of shot does he decide to take? He shoots that. What stopped him from catching on the block and stopping there? Like, really look at this, right? Understand. Really understand this. This really doesn't make sense to me sometimes, right? Understand. Tatum got the back screen, stops right here on this block. Now notice where he's going to end up catching the ball, right? Just notice where he's going to end up catching the ball. What stopped him from catching the ball at the block? Not the defender, right? So if it's not the defender, who is it? Himself. Tatum does not like to play near the rim. And if he doesn't like to play near the rim, good luck playing in the playoffs, settling for a bunch of jumpers like this one right here. Because it's just not going to cut it. It's just not going to cut it. And now here, though, right? Remember settling for jumpers and stuff? Settling for jumpers. It could hurt you, but at the same time, when they do go down, it's like, yo, you tough to shit to guard. And that's what Tatum was in this first half. So, peep this, though, right? Tatum's got Dennis Smith Jr. Now, just with this matchup alone, he can shoot over the top any day he wants to. It just depends if the shot's going to go down and if he's hot. And he was on this night. And so, right here with Dennis Smith Jr., he didn't even try to fight through that screen. Understand. He ain't try to fight through the screen. If Dennis Smith Jr. decided just to fight and get through that a little bit, would have got a moving screen. But he didn't, right? He was just calm. Tatum pulls that shot from deep. Now he gets that one to fall. Now just notice how he begins to rack these next shots up, right? With Dennis Smith Jr. right here. Couple moves. Gets off this screen. Same situation once again. Similar situation. Dennis Smith Jr. out the play, really. Can't contest. He's too small. Shot. Knockdown. So now, notice this. Switch with Dennis Schroer. Dennis Schroer, being the type of defender that he is, he likes to try to be the... He's going to embrace... He's going to embrace being the small defender. So he's going to try to get underneath you, touch you up a little bit, control the hips, right? And at this point in time, notice this arm. Being a little too physical, right? Referee is right there. Shot up, foul. Got a little too overcommitted to playing as a mismatch. And Tatum took advantage of that. You can see that right there. Ref can see it clear as day. Clear as day, you can see that shit. And you hate those because it's like he felt it, but he didn't feel it. You know, those are the ones that hurt most. Like them basically just give away, hand away fouls while you still continue to shoot the exact shot that you want. And don't worry, you're still going to get to some Cam Thomas stuff. Notice Mikal Bridges on this, though, right? Notice Mikal. He drives. The only reason he was able to get all the way over there. Understand, right? Notice the contact. That bump right there is the only reason he was able to go from going straight onto that baseline. Because really, peep his angles. right? I'm even seeing this from a different lens, but peep his angles to start. Mikal drives, literally is in a straight line going towards the baseline. But you see that drop of the shoulder, which is now able to get through Peyton Pritchard, open him up, and free up that baseline to curve himself out and get to the rim. So at this point in time, he is able to get to that reverse, now gets that foul call, heads to the free throw line. I was going to peep more Mikal Bridges, but there was just already too much Cam Thomas and Jayson Tatum shit going on. So I was just like, let me keep this here. And now this is where it really gets Tatum versus Cam. You know what I'm saying? This is really where it begins to turn the corner. Also realize second quarter. So understand this. Cam Thomas was the matchup that Boston was seeking out. Any player on Boston was seeking out Cam Thomas. And why? Right? Understand. You could tell how well a defender is, especially at times like this. You saw the indecisiveness to start. And you already see he's cooked. Right? You already see he's cooked. Hands twitching out. It could be helpful at times, but that's just not the time. Right? And so understand this. One thing I even want to talk about. All right, I'm going to let this play go out, and I'm going to go back again and say something else. How do you train to be stronger, better on straight line drives? Give me 1 sec. Right? Give me 1 sec. So, you see Cam Thomas right here, right? Sticking the arms out. That alone just shows you he doesn't know where he wants to send Tatum. He's just trying to make him go somewhere. He don't know where. He's just trying to send him somewhere. He just don't know, right? And so at this point in time, it allows Tatum to get into what he likes to do. Dribble pull-ups and pull-up shots in general. Now, even understand this. I want to talk about dribble pull-ups all around, right? And so what allows somebody to be a good dribble pull-up player is that when they decide to get into their go and they see their defender do this, that subconsciously is a read. They're not thinking about it. Subconsciously, they already see the movement and they now begin to enter what it is a dribble pull-up because they know their defender won't be able to get to a stop on time. They'll continue to go back while they go up. So that's something you will have to literally mentally ingrain and just drill into your brain. So once you get into a game, you could be able to do the same. Shot, pull up over the top, bucket. Or you said how to train being stronger and better on straight line drives. Me personally, the best thing that worked for me in improving driving essentially in straight lines is just getting my legs strong in low ranges, like getting strong through a full range, getting my core strong. Of course, I always had a solid core, but it was really more so my legs and my inability to play low, right? And so the only way you'll be able to even play low is if you have the strength in that range. So if you just don't have the strength and you try to do it, you'll either get hurt or you just will never be comfortable in those positions. You understand me? So when it comes down to that, you got to make sure that one thing I like to do, once again, end range isometrics. So if I did a split squat, right, or if I did a lunge, my knee angle is around 90 degrees-ish, right? Maybe 90 degrees, 100 degrees, probably about 90, quad parallel to the floor. I'll do that. I would even manipulate through my knee angle, through my hip angle, my hip load and extension. Like I'll do little things like that. I may even post a video for the workout in my membership section. Tomorrow I'm doing lateral. I'm working on my lateral quad portion. I may record that still. I'm gonna see. But I may drop one of those videos to show y'all like how I like to load different joints in isometric positions. So be on the lookout for that if you're in the membership section. Let me know if that also made sense as well. How do you think about pro skills? What do you think about pro skills EYBL team? What do you mean pro skills? Is pro skills a person? Is pro skills a person? He has an EYBL team, or like you talking about like pro skills on EYBL teams? Which one? Because I'm not sure. Like y'all should know by now. I really don't be in tune oftentimes. That's the name of the club. Oh, I don't know. I don't know EYBL teams like the back of my hand. I don't really know. I keep it a bean. So depends. I can't really say anything about the team in itself because where it roots from is the coach and who runs the program, and you will have to learn those people to see if they're a good program or not. I can't really sit here and tell you about if it's a good program or not if I don't know who runs the program. You know what I'm saying? So if I could watch a game, but me actually knowing the people there is two different things. So, pro skills would be yeah. I was about to say. I was like, wait, huh? I was about to say that's wild. Basically, just train low and build strength and flexibility through ISOs. That's what I did. That's what I like to do because once I got to the higher ranges, it made it easier. I was kind of fairly already strong over there. Increased my level of muscle recruitment by playing in those ranges. So now I got even higher out those ranges. It also helped. So then flexibility will come as much as you need it if you train in a full range. Like, so don't sit here and try to do yoga and stretch and shit like that and think, okay, this is how I get more flexible and play lower. Do it by strength training, because when you strength train and get in full ranges, right, in those deep ranges, you also build strength in those ranges instead of just stretching out a muscle and putting that muscle under tension without providing it with the necessary muscle also needs to be able to get you out of those ranges. So that's why even a fucking ballerina can't go and play basketball and be able to play low. You're not strong that low, or nor are you strong in these functional positions for basketball. Yo, Pat, still working on the shooting form, close range. When should I move back? You shouldn't move back. Probably when you could comfortably be able to swish 10 shots from right underneath the rim. Like it's easy. Like you just, anytime you could just go ahead and do it. You know, not just sit there and take 8 times, 10 times for you to get it. Like, it's just easy to swish shots. I'll say to move back then. Maybe even more. Yeah, I'll say 10 is solid. 10 should be solid. Send a vid tomorrow. All right, I'll peep though. But understand, this is another time he's attacking Cam Thomas, right? Understand. Look. Let me get some water though. I even want y'all to also understand this too when it comes down to this play, right? I'm gonna slow this down. Oh, it's at 0.5. I didn't know I was at 0.5 already, but peep, right? Attacking mismatches doesn't mean you always have to have the ball in your hand. You can give the ball up and run actions. So now Tatum gives this up and goes to screen for Hauser, who has Cam Thomas on him, right? So at this point in time, when he goes to set this for Hauser, he doesn't even go and hit Cam Thomas. What he does is just get in position that's going to force Simmons to take Hauser, who's a shooter, at the top of the key. And now when Thomas tries to recover, he doesn't allow him to recover and eat up that space. What he does is, if you didn't peep it, see it again, right? What he does is that once he gets here and he's going to set this, he's immediately going to turn and be the one to seek the contact so then he could have an angle for the pass. So now, once he's able to get here, boom, turn, Cam Thomas just out of position, too small. Tatum actually got a shot in the paint. And I think that might be his only one that he got with Cam Thomas on him. I want y'all to understand this. This is not even mismatches. This is just smart basketball. This is just smart basketball. Understand. Look. Pete. Tatum with the rock, right? And so Hauser's going to go up and bring Cam Thomas right back into the action. But also understand this about the game. Boston's in the bonus, right? You see Boston's in the bonus. So instead of even running that action, Tatum could go and attack, contact right there. He's just getting to the free throw line, right? And notice this once again. What's going to happen? Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons right back on him. Their best perimeter defender. Or maybe Mikal Bridges might be it because Ben Simmons' mind is all over the goddamn place. But understand this. Gives it up, and when he gives it up, immediately seeks contact with Ben Simmons. So what could he now do once again? Put pressure on the referees to do what? Call another foul. So now he's going to take 2 more shots from the free throw line. This is just working smarter, not harder. And let's get a little bit of Cam Thomas. Let's get back to Cam Thomas a little bit. Let's get back a little bit. So from that first bucket you seen, this is probably the next attack, real attack Cam Thomas had. Got here, ball stripped. Tatum now gets it. He's going out on a fast break. Now he's about to, boom, get that 2, right? But even though it was a rough start for Cam Thomas, it's about how you end things, right? It's about how you end things. So thus far, Cam Thomas only has about 2 points. And so This is even something you may have to even understand as well. Let me go back so you can even see the full play itself, right? Thus far, Cam Thomas only got 2 points. Cornet on that closeout, ending the second quarter. What is he now able to do? Get into the paint, and guess what? Draw a foul. Drawing a foul does what? Allow him to get to the free throw line, build rhythm, see the ball go through the rim, and build him some confidence. And so now, even understand this. Understand this. This is one of my favorite plays of the game too, right? Peep this. Look at Cam Thomas. Sometimes y'all just got to understand it is not your time to cook. Your job is to simply stand there and be ready for the food to be done, right? So Cam Thomas just chilling in this corner. Shot clock going down, and he ain't doing much. But remember what I said. Your job is to stand there and be ready, right? Because you may get the grenade thrown on you. And if you're somebody who complains about getting touches, be the person that always takes the grenade. So now Cam Thomas catches this under 5 seconds on the shot clock. What does he now do? After he got to the free throw line, hit those 2 free throws to give himself a little bit of rhythm, he ends this quarter off strong. So now going into the second half, what he remembers is those 5 points that he scored in the matter of about 40 seconds or a minute instead of everything that happened before that. Cam Thomas once again. Let's get back to it though. We'll get right back to this concept. We ain't forget about mismatches, by the way. We ain't forget about mismatches. Derek White swings over to Drew Holiday. Holiday, handoff into Jayson Tatum. But even understand Ben Simmons at this point in time. Because since they got into this handoff action so quick, swing, immediately, another handoff, Ben's leaving. You see this gap, you need to recover, but there's not much time to communicate. And it's Cam Thomas, who you're unsure if we should even switch this action. So Ben Simmons at this point chases over. Cam Thomas now, they're like, oh shit, we're switching? I don't even know. I'm just kind of playing as we go. Ball gets thrown to Drew. He's just now dropped back because he's way more concerned about Tatum than he was to switch on to Drew. Now Drew gets that shot. Boom. Hit. That's 3 points for Boston that they're scoring off of Cam Thomas exploitation. And now we're also going to track Cam Thomas's points. 3-0 right now. 3-0 right now. Don't let me forget. It's 3-0. So now Cam Thomas comes back on the other side, and I know at halftime it was a point of emphasis to get Cam Thomas going because he is their best scorer. You may like McCall, right? But McCall cannot create shots and hit shots like Cam Thomas can. So remember, drop coverage, bag. Keep it simple. Pull ups, they far back. Cam Thomas, shot over the top bucket. 3-2. Now we're getting right back to it. Tatum, screen by White. White's about to slip out. Now Cam Thomas gets on to Tatum. And even understand why he's just in such a bad position right now. Understand why. Peep. Because once White sets this screen right here, Cam Thomas knows he's already going this direction. But as Tatum's already leaving, he now has to do what? Hop out while he's already going downhill. So now he's forced to break his base. Tatum gets a good bit of separation. But luckily, Tatum misses that. And now let's see who's able to actually get their bucket. Simmons, you know what he's going to do. He's going to pass the ball. Now Cam Thomas got the rock. He shoots it because he does not give a fuck who is contesting his shot. Because he jumps about 3 feet in the air and the ball goes here and his release point's all the way at the moon. You know what I'm saying? So boom, shot goes up, bucket, right? 3-5. Now Jaylen Brown got to get his a little bit too. Jaylen Brown got to get his. But this play is also layered though. These next few plays are about to be layered. So instead of it being Jayson Tatum, let Jaylen Brown get his. Now he has Wilson, screen by White. Now he gets Cam. He jumps out once again because he's late where he's supposed to be for this coverage. Jaylen Brown spins out. And even though he loses it a little, gives it up, swing to Tatum. Play is now over because he still has a mismatch, which is Cam Thomas, right? So how do you take advantage of this? Utilize the size. Gets the ball back to the basket, just overcommitting, reaching when he just you should know damn well you're not going to get it. You pick up a foul. Notice how this play layers though, right? Notice how it layers. Back screen, guess what? Brooklyn, one of the most notorious teams right now in the league for switching. What are they going to do once again? Switch. Jaylen Brown, Cam Thomas on him. Understand how he's even guarding this. I could not even tell you what his coverage was for that post up. I could not tell you, bro. I could not tell you. Was he trying to just play him straight up? Was he trying to half, 3/4, front? I don't know, right? His body was just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Pete, he's on the tail side. Now he's just trying to circle. He goes underneath the arm instead of trying to swim move over. And I don't know. So boom, he picks up a second foul. And now this is going to set up this next play. Another side out of bounds. Drew Holiday, who they oftentimes like to post up as well. Just throw it straight to Drew Holiday. Cam Thomas on Drew Holiday. You just picked up 2 fouls, so your aggression is going to drop, and you're just going to be more conservative as a defender because you just don't want to get out the game for fouling all the time because you want to get buckets. That's what you do. So, boom, Holiday, bump, bump. Understand what's about to happen right here off the ball. Mikal Bridges on the dig to try to discourage this, and also notice Nick Claxton, most importantly, too. Right? And since Cam Thomas was the one to get exploited, now since the ball gets picked up, Mikal Bridges is now jumping out to Jaylen Brown. Nick Claxton is going to Jaylen Brown as well because he's trying to recover for Mikal Bridges, who we think might double team and may be late. So what now is freed up? Al Horford, who's now shuffling over to that left. Now he gets that shot. 6'5". But this is really the key when it comes down to being one of these players, is your ability to then also produce on that other end. So I'm going to talk about that a little more once you get to bucket, but going right back from that play, the aggression is still maintained despite being the one that's getting picked on. So understand, in a situation like this right here with Jaylen Brown, let me slow this down a little bit. Peep this contact, right? You got Jaylen Brown who's chasing over the top, and he makes this reach right here. But the only reason you see a foul get called is because Cam Thomas sought that contact out first. Understand? Because what usually happens is that players will get here, get off the screen, and just get out wide. And then boom, before you know it, someone reaches around you, boom, back tap, they strip it. But right here, once Cam Thomas is able to see a lane, he now decides to get more left, seek that bump, and now Jaylen Brown is trying to reach around that bump at the same time. So he also gets that foul. And get a bucket, but adds another foul and gets you 1 foul closer to the bonus. Speed this up. And I'll even here too. Let me slow this down a little bit more. Let me slow this down as well. Look, this is why they attack Cam Thomas, right? Understand the indecisiveness in his movements as a defender. Like, how do you want to guard this? You want to go under? You want to go over? You want to switch? What do you want to do? Right? So now at this point in time, Holiday is able to get here. Horford on this roll. Pass was a little too far out, right? Horford isn't able to catch that, knocks him on the head. But one thing I could tell you, though, about Cam Thomas that's not indecisive is his shot selection. Because you be watching this man, and it's like, you taking these shots, my boy? Motherfucker got some confidence, dog. Got some confidence. You got Claxton wide open on that slip, and you said, hey, honestly, let's keep it a bean, though. Let's keep it a bean, right? Let's keep it a bean. We seen so many people shoot unfiltered shots, right? But look, this is a battle of the ball hogs. Who do you think takes worse shots? Michael Porter Jr. or your very own truly, Cam Thomas? Who do you think be jacking more shit up? The only difference is that I don't even know if there's a difference. Maybe Cam Thomas be taking more unfiltered shots because he don't got a Jokic on his side. But at the end of the day, Cam Thomas do be hitting crazy tough shots. And if you just let him float, he's probably still going to do that shit efficiently. Not to say they just be jacking shots and they be doing that at the detriment of their team, right? But they just be jacking shit, bro. They just be jacking shit. So, pose that shit, said, fuck that brick. But he be hitting shit, though. He be hitting shit. If Brooklyn actually lets him flow, just let him play, he's going to be able to continue to do his thing. I don't even know. No, he ain't make that shit. Fuck no. But there's so many shots, though, that you think Cam Thomas ain't going to hit, but he still hit them motherfuckers. It's crazy. There's a step back he has later that he shot, and I was like, yo, Drew is like right there. And it's like, he still hit that shit. It's crazy. It's crazy, though. But even understand Tatum, right quick with Tatum. Playing in transition. You got Mikal Bridges going backwards, bump. He's out of legal guarded position. It's going to be a foul every time. Y'all understand that, right? When y'all play in transition, right? When y'all play in transition, You always think, how can I get around the defender that's right in front of me? But sometimes you don't go around. You could go through them. And at the same time, what you also get is a foul call because they're unset. You make contact to a defender who's unset, they probably gonna call that foul. You just gotta not be scared of that contact. Here we go again. Let's understand. Let's peep this though. Let's peep this. I want you to really understand all of this. Mainly Jrue Holiday on the screen. That's the most important part of this play, and that y'all really got to understand. So, peep this. Once again, Cam Thomas, empty right corner currently, right? So understand. Or no, Horford's gonna end up leaving. I seen him about to sprint. I wasn't sure if he was gonna stay, but he went out to that right corner. But Pete, you got Jayson Tatum attacking Cam Thomas once again, Holiday on the screen. But the only way you could be able to take advantage of the situation is if the screener knows exactly what to do. So you got Holiday, right? That's a great slip out. So many little things occurred thus far, I don't even think you understand. Right? So many little things. You got to peep the little details, right? First things first. Cam Thomas being a little physical to start. So when Jrue goes to set this screen, he understands Cam Thomas is going to leave to show and maybe give Claxton some more time to get back. But understand what he does at this point in time, right? Screens, he hits, and now he's still maintaining contact after that hit, right? So boom, hits, turns, and then is able to buy himself more time before Claxton is able to close up the gap that he has for that lob pass. And he turns over that left shoulder so he could see the ball actually go over and he could find it and locate it. So now, peep Jaylen Brown. That cut was so important because it took out Wilson. Wilson's seen someone cut baseline, and now he steps over into that paint fully, leaving Derek White open right there at that wing. So, boom, another bucket, 8-6. Oh man, this play, this should be so tough, bro. Like, damn, bro, this shit really sucks, bro. It really sucks. Like, to be the one that's just like, yo, we're attacking you all game. Like, really just seeing all these plays every single time down. Like, you gotta make an adjustment at some point. You know what I'm saying? Your pride gotta kick in at some point and say, bro, I gotta fucking play some defense. You know? I don't know. Maybe some players just don't necessarily click like that, but I don't know. I just know it's just not fun. I can tell you that. It's not fun being in every single action, man. But even understand this. Even with Derek White, it does not matter. Jayson Tatum, once again, give up, get back, give it up to Derek White for a second, but immediately gets right into the handoff. So now Cam Thomas is already out of position because that pump fake he had and giving it right back to Jayson Tatum. Gives it right back, slip out by Derek White while Cam Thomas is already stepping up. And that's the key to these screens. When you end up going to set the screen or handoff to roll or slip, you must be able to get here and use your peripheral. Do you see an open lane? Is this player dropping back under and switching? And if you see that lane, go and slip out, open up to the ball so you can see it, make this catch, and be able to do what you need to. Get a bucket or even make a play like Jrue did on the pass play. So what? That's what? 10-6, 10-6, 10-6, 10-6. Remember, 10-6, right? That's 10-6 right there. Now Cam Thomas trying to see what he could do now. Also even understand this. 10-6 at this point, right? Ben Simmons, you know he not going to score and try to get a bucket. He passing everything, dog. He passing everything. So you got Cam Thomas coming over here. Remember what I said about the drop coverage? Keep the bag simple. If they drop back too far, get into your pull-up. If they play up, you get by. And so now Al Horford, he's going up as Cam Thomas was already clearing that screen. So now what could he do? Turn the corner, get by, and get that lay, right? 10-8. And this count is so important because it allows you to understand, is he actually getting exploited? And is he the reason for the loss? Because if he's coming back on that other side and being the one that gets the buckets back, are you really at a disadvantage? Jaylen Brown, Cam Thomas, right? He just won his ISO. He already got the mismatch. He just want to get to work. And Cam Thomas ought to play some solid defense right here. About to play some solid defense, right? Maybe for 95% of the possession, because now he gets here, gets into that contest, hits arm, Now you allow Jaylen Brown to get to the free throw line, shoot 2. That's now 12-8. Has nothing to do with mismatches. This play was just tough. Nothing to do with mismatches. It was just tough. Understand. Now Wilson is this mismatch. It is about mismatches. I just realized. I was like, oh, shit. Cam Thomas not. Oh, he is in the game. But Tatum was like, fuck it. Let's run this shit with Cornette. Because at the end of the day, Wilson also is an inexperienced defender. They probably would still attack him if Cam Thomas wasn't on the floor so much. But understand. Now he's attacking Wilson, another favorable matchup on the floor. And when defenders try to pressure you up, you understand that they have to eat ground a lot of times, right? That's what happens a lot of times. That's when players begin to panic, right? Understand, look at Wilson. This is when y'all begin to panic. When they do that, when they eat up that space that's between you and them. But what you got to do is use exactly that against them. And as they go to you, you go down. And now you could even just do this. And now that creates even more space. You're right back set. And now we really got to play in an ISO. You're on an island. And now let me understand this. He's moving backwards. Shows me that you're scared, right? Repeat this. I even want to show this. I want to show this. I got to slow this down more. What was that? 0.67, right? And at this point, right, understand. Now we're really on an island. And on top of the fact you're already moving backwards, shows me you scared, 1, and 2, that drop of the right foot on that tween. Bring back right into that shot. You can't contest that shit for real. You're just done at that point. You're done. Bucket. Speed that right back up. This is absolutely atrocious. This is absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I ain't gonna lie. Look. Lob by shooter goes wrong, right? Cam Thomas is the one who's got to get back. This is why he was getting exploited. For making mistakes like this. Is that even a mistake, or is that shit just dumb? I don't know. And they called a timeout. So Jock Vaughn, you got to yell at him for that. There's no way you go for that. There's no way. There's just no way, bro. There's just no way. There's no way. Like, you see, there's no way you did not see. You knew he was going to pass the rock. Look, everything's in front of him. You see Tatum here, right? Leaves your sight. Now you decide to go take the ball instead of taking the paint. I don't know. I guess some people just don't be thinking about defense sometimes. Once again, though, right back to it. But, this is where this is what's going to hinder Tatum's growth. Hinder Tatum's potential as a player, right? So, as you saw Tatum attacking Cam Thomas most of the time, what is he going to do oftentimes? He's going to want to go for a 3, right? And that's what's going to be the death of him as a player, especially in the playoffs, right? Particularly in the playoffs. Because you have a size advantage of what, right? Cam Thomas just has buckets on his mind, no cap. He's thinking about how quick could I be able to get the ball in the bucket. That's why he was even thinking about how to get back. But even understand this, right? When Tatum was attacking Cam Thomas, the size advantage was Tatum, 6'10", probably 230, right? Compared to Cam Thomas, who's 6'3", 210, 215, right? So you have 7 inches and probably 20 pounds. But this is what he decides to get into oftentimes. Play around here on the perimeter, settle for jumpers, and now you cannot even get anything off. Whereas if you decide to get into the paint, post up, you'll probably get something good every time. So now you got to give up, end the shot clock. Larry Hauser or Sam Hauser has to pull up, shoot that brick. Even understand this. Tatum does the same thing with Dennis Schroer that he did to Cam Thomas on that first play. Contest. Then again, the rebound, he runs down and forces this matchup. So now he has Dennis Schroer. But understanding Tatum's game, right? He's going to settle oftentimes. In a situation like this, all right, you see Sharp on the tag. You see him there. You got Schroer right here. But that's the shot he decides to take with this much of an advantage, even more of an advantage. It's crazy, right? It's really crazy. Because now that he has Dennis Schroer, Tatum's 6'10", 230. Schroer is about 6'1", $190, right? And this is all you're able to manage to do in a situation like this with a player like him on you. That's what's going to stop the Celtics from being able to be a real threat in the playoffs. Settling for these type of shots instead of actually using the advantage that you got. So now, another brick. right? When is it going to end? I don't know if it ends. I think it's already drilled into his brain just to take jump shots. So now at this point, you got Ben Simmons. All right, let's see what you got. Tween, boom, bring back, shot, and swing and a miss. Ain't hit nothing. So, like, when it comes down just to Tatum as a whole, get in the damn paint. Get in the mid-range, please, bro. Please get closer to the rim. You play closer to the rim, that's when Tatum's going to be up like that S-tier player, right? He's going to move into that S-tier. And they could actually be able to win a championship, no question. It's just too many threes and too much settling, at least from what I see. I want y'all to also peep Cam Thomas on this play. This play is tough, right? Understand. Look at Cam Thomas's head, right? Look at his head. Whole time, he did not take one glance at Peyton Pritchard. Because when you're playing in these scenarios, it's not about who's right here in front of you, right? It's about what's going on over here. What's the help defenders looking like? Because now what Cam Thomas is able to see is when he takes that step over, Horford takes that step over, and so does Pritchard. That player playing against him in front of him, that one-on-one scenario, that shit is second nature to him. He don't got to worry about that. And so now seeing Horford, he turns back. And when he gets into his drive going right, cuff that pickup. Horford's not there to help. Nobody's there to protect the rim. And so now I just got to lay Peyton Pritchard. You got to understand, it's about the help defense, not about who's guarding you. You think about just the person guarding you, you're just playing the game way too small-minded. Tatum got a LeBron build playing like KD. KD be getting to the rack. You be tripping. KD really and it's not even getting to the rack and like getting lays and dunks. It's more so just getting downhill and playing closer to the rim. That's all it is. Like, I wouldn't mind if he took similar shots to KD, like pull ups like in this range, you know what I'm saying? Like 15 feet in or so, right? Like if you took shots in that range, okay, I get like cool. You know what I'm saying? You're actually putting pressure, easier shots. You're using your size. You're just getting closer to the rim. Higher percentage the closer you get. But Tatum's just always out here long twos, deep like side step threes, step back threes. Like that shit's not gonna slide when you're in the playoffs, and you just got to get a bucket. You can't always bank on the three going down. So if he could really get to the rim oftentimes, but it's a mindset thing. Really just a mindset thing. But even understand this though, right? Understand this. Cam Thomas, right? Cam Thomas is a right-handed player. And now he's going to go and get to this corner and shoot that right-left. This is one of the biggest myths that coaches will tell you in basketball. They'll tell you that if you're a righty, you always got to shoot left-right. But when you're shooting curls, it might be better for you to go right-left, right? Because understand, because as a right-handed player, when you go right-left, your base is already tilted a little bit to that left side. Right? Whereas if you go over that left shoulder, you got to turn that whole foot in, turn that other foot in, and then you may have to counterbalance in the air. Whereas if you go right, left like Cam Thomas did right there, your base is already set as if you take a regular catch and shoot shot. So now Cam Thomas goes up and he doesn't got to worry about turning his shoulders. His shoulders are already squared. His feet are already there. And now he may just have some lateral movement he needs to take care of. And that moonshot, of course it goes down. You know what I'm saying? That shit is tough as shit. You got to see that shit just in speed, bro. Hold on. See that shit in full speed. That shit really be crazy. Shot. Wop. Literally damn near leaves the frame, bro. Half the ball left the frame. And he did get hit, too. And he got hit. He got hit, too. Ref said, fuck that call, though. He was probably too busy watching the ball go all the way to the fucking ceiling. But peep this, though. Understand this. And mind you, hold on. I didn't forget the score check. What is it now? Did he have a bucket right before this too? Yeah, he had that bucket. He had that 2, and then he has this 3 right here. Hold on. The score check is now 13-12, I believe. Cam Thomas is up 13-12. Look, remember, score check 13-12, right? 13-12. Cam Thomas is up. Right? Even though they scored 12 on him, he's got 13 on his own. So now, Derek White, ill-advised pass. Tried to pull it back at the last second. Couldn't get it. So now Cam Thomas right here. Notice this change of pace that he's about to do. Gets to the three-point line. Hedges a little bit. Now Brissett's out the frame. And understand this footwork he's about to get into right here. That 1-2 is a 1-2 as if he's going to actually jump and go dunk the ball, right? And that just deceived Jaylen Brown. Understand how it really deceived Jaylen Brown. Because he gets here, gets that stop, eyes up. Right, left, look at Jaylen Brown's approach. He's thinking he's going to get to the rim, but he gets into a float. So now he just gets a wide open float. Boom, 15-12. He's winning his matchup. He's winning his output. Understand, he's up in the output. He's +3 right now. Yo, what's good? Owen, what's good? I'm telling you, bro. Hold on. He cooking right now. He cooking right now. What's good, Castro? What's good? What's good? What's good? We just peeping how to abuse a mismatch. We peeping how to abuse a mismatch and how to be a successful defensive liability. I know that's an oxymoron. I know that shit is they counter each other, but how to be a good defensive liability. So understand. Now another rebound. It's 15-12. Cam Thomas got the rock. He just hit 2 shots. So you're probably thinking Cam Thomas is gonna go and try to shoot another one because you know the type of shots he be taking, right? But before you even take shots, y'all gotta understand this, right? You may think he may go take another shot because he's hit 2 straight. But when it comes down to scoring, what you do is you read the floor and you count heads, you count bodies, and see where are players stacked up. In a situation like this in transition, you got 1 on his side with 3 players. So there's going to be a lot of pressure when I just swing the ball. He's not going and looking to score. He's going and counting to see where players are. And if there's a play to be made, there's a play to be made. Just gives that to Macau. He gets to the rim. He gets that too. So now that's 17-12. He's winning the battle. Hold on. Give me one sec. Let me get through this clip. Get through this clip right quick, Owen. Understand. Now you got Jaylen Brown attacking Cam Thomas once again. And now his coverage right here, he was already set by the time Jaylen Brown decided to go and turn that corner. So good defense to start. But that's not the problem. This is the problem. Once the ball gets out of Jaylen Brown's hands, notice Cam Thomas's efforts, right? Notice his efforts. Unacceptable. Because the second this ball leaves, you should be in a rush to get back to whoever you got, so then your defense could get set once again and leave the offense with minimal time on the shot clock to be able to do something. So now he just jots back instead of running back to Derek White. And now Derek White ends up getting a shot from the top of the key. Whereas if he did get back, he would have been able to be squared and set, and Derek White would have had about 6 seconds to be able to go and get a bucket by himself. All right, you said back in August you really helped me quit vaping, and I haven't done it since. So thankful I quit. I've only been playing better. Thank you. Hey, little shit like that, like vaping, jewels and shit. Shit's only bad for your health. It's only gonna do harm to you. And the same when it boils down to food as well, right? When it boils down to food as well, a lot of the food that we eat is only eating to kill us. You know what I'm saying? All these processed foods are not doing anything good for our body. If it's not living, it's probably gonna kill you. Meaning that if it's not some sort of like fruit, some sort of natural occurring like whole food or anything like that, I'm not saying you gotta cut out everything. Like you gotta cut out meat, you gotta only eat vegetables, have a whole plant-based diet and shit. No, you don't gotta do that. Do as much as you can with the resources you have available. So get as much clean shit as you can. Stop eating McDonald's, right? The next step that you got, Owen, is to cut out the McDonald's, cut out the fast food, cut out the sodas, the juices, cut out that shit and have one cheat meal a week. Encourage you to do that. Cut out the processed foods, like I said, the juice, orange juice, apple juice, all that shit, soda, chips, candy, fast food. Cut that out. That's your next step. Once you cut that shit out, then you're gonna feel like a guy, because you'll be like, oh shit, like I didn't even realize I could be feeling this good every single day. Like, not just your body will feel lighter, you will feel enlightened. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, like your energy, you're gonna feel enlightened just because you're eating lighter. Because a lot of y'all don't even realize this, right? Overeating is a sin. Gluttony is what it's called. Gluttony is a sin. So if y'all overeat, it's literally not, is it just sinful for you, but it disrupts your ability to tap into spirit, right? Tap into your energy to be able to operate at that lighten, right? That lighter, that enlightenment phase. So, yeah, quick little tangent though, but yeah, I be liking to get into my little science shit sometimes. I be doing a good bit of research in terms of eating and all that like a little eating, and I've been learning a shit ton about like vitamins and amino acids and proteins, and I've been doing a good bit of research on that. So that's low key like that's like a side quest. That's side quest right now. What team do you think the closest to completing the NBA defensively? Defensively, who's up there? Who's really up there? I mean, Boston probably is Boston's comp. Defensively, Boston is comp. You got Drew Holiday, you got Kristaps down low, you got Tatum Brown, you got big wings, and you got White. That's comp. That's comp. Probably Boston, bro. You got so much shit you could switch, and then players who will clean up. Like, that's tough to see. Would you do a video on good weekly schedule of how a good basketball player should eat? I could do something similar to that. The thing is that's tough about it is the resources y'all got available and how much y'all are really able to get. Because like y'all would have to really talk to your parents and like change the type of foods they buy when they go out shopping, and how much money do you have to actually go and buy food. Because even when I grew up, like we was eating off of EBT and like WIC. Y'all, some of y'all probably don't even know what that is. If y'all overseas, you probably don't. But if you're in the States, you may even not to. Probably because you may just never been that poor, right? We're eating off EBT and WIC, and we'll just get like an abundance of food, but it was just all unhealthy processed food. So like, I don't know the type of ranges as to which y'all are in, but there's certain things I could say to cut out, and certain parameters I'd say to follow. And what I would tell y'all is the parameters that y'all should follow, like what things to avoid, when, like what times to eat, like when should you have your meals according to workouts. Also, another thing I would say is like even like a protein powder. Protein powders get expensive, right? You got to buy it consistently. You got to always have it. And so I don't even know if everyone could be able to get that, but that's something that's to which y'all need to be able to maybe take do a little extra for it. So I could talk about though. I'll try to like write down some parameters. I may just like throw it into the Discord and like the nutrition tab or some shit. Nicotine pouch, yep, indeed, that shit gonna kill you. You realize that even like in the 1940s and 30s, cigarettes were seen as healthy. Like people didn't think there's nothing wrong with cigarettes. That shit was crazy. Timberwolves have great D. Pause. Most importantly, pause. But they don't have as much switchability, in my opinion, as like a Boston would. And on top of the fact, Boston's offense will also be their defense, because they'll make you work. Their offense is a little better. Minnesota's tough because they do got some guys. They got Ant who gonna guard Jaden McDaniels. Cat can't switch shit. That's the tough part. Cat can't switch anything. Boston can switch damn near everything. Everybody's mobile, can move their feet. So when it comes down to that, I think Boston still got it. How do I gain weight for basketball? The question is, do you even need to gain weight? Some of y'all don't even need to gain weight for basketball. You don't need to. Believe it or not. You may be like, I'm too small. Oh, maybe being smaller is part of my game. If I put on excess weight, I'll be moving slower. I'll jump less. I'll not be as quick. My accelerations are less. My fatigue, I'm gonna get fatigued quicker. And on top of the fact of that, the way I'm building the muscle, I'm not putting muscle in the right spots, right? I'm putting on muscle in the wrong spots, and I'm training for the muscle the wrong way. So instead of building, say, some type 2 muscle fibers, I'm now putting on a bunch of type 1 endurance fibers that don't allow me to be able to produce high amounts of force, right? High amounts of power. Most importantly, when I say power, that's quick force, right? Force that's being created in a small span of time, in a shorter span of time. So some of y'all don't even need to. And are you even at the weight that you're at the age? Are y'all even at the age that y'all should even be focusing on putting on weight? You probably don't. Like if y'all like 16, 17, don't think about, I need to put on some weight. Like it should be natural. The best thing you could do is just to constantly stimulate the muscles that you need to and tell your body this is what we need to gain. And that's by playing a lot of basketball. Then get into a little bit of functional strength training and not trying to over consume and overindulge. Because what a lot of y'all may do is do the wrong workouts, put muscle in the wrong spots. But if you do the right workouts and play basketball, most importantly, then you eat at a little bit of a caloric surplus, you could put on weight, but that's a science that y'all probably not even gonna really get into. Like learning your basal metabolic rate, how much you're really burning in a workout, how much you need to get back into your system. Like that's a whole little layering into itself that I'm not fully knowledgeable of. but I understand like when I eat certain things, how I could be able to wake up at the same weight. But when I get more into that, understanding like basal metabolic rate, cutting calories and little things like that, I'll let y'all know. But for now, I can't do too much. Stream schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday about 4 p.m. EST. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If I don't stream it'll be on a Wednesday, but Mondays and Fridays most definitely, because of class. How to get bigger muscles, but not to get big like bodybuilder. I would say how to get bigger. Like I said, it's almost similar to what I was just saying. Do you even need to get bigger muscle? Like at that point, that's just gaining hypertrophy, right? Hypertrophy is muscle size. That's just for show. Like that's the show muscle. And I could understand that a little bit. Like you want to be able to look a little bit, like look a little strong, right? But in basketball, you got to look strong and have muscle in the right spots. So get in the shoulders, get in the back. Pause. Hold on, that shit's crazy. Pause. Crazy pause. Crazy pause. Crazy pause. Right? Get strength in your shoulders. Get a little strength in your back. You don't really need to do chest that much. At least from my experience, I haven't done a chest workout in ages, and I'm still the most basketball strong I've ever been. Core, of course, but I would even say go crazy. Like you may even just do upper body once or twice a week max, doing the right workouts as well at that. Like working on stability, working on like control even at times, and incorporating multi-joint workouts as well, like being able to work on multiple parts of your body in different styles of movements while still working on a muscle. Like say if I'm doing instead of doing a regular shoulder press like this, I may even put you on some shit right quick, right? Instead of doing a regular shoulder press like this, I may now get into a lunge, right? I may get into a lunge and then rotate here with the shoulder press, right? Rotate here with the shoulder press. That's some shit I like to do, just to teach my body how to move in different fascia lines, right? Fascia lines are just the interconnective muscle that kind of go throughout your body. And in basketball, it's vital that you train these certain lines. And so if I'm sitting here in a lunge, right, I got a dumbbell in this hand and I'm rotating out this way, it's also working core a little bit as well, teaching me how to connect the shoulder movement with my core. So now when I'm playing basketball, like these little things, when I go up and I rotate, I'm comfortable and coordinated and familiar with those different movements. You know what I'm saying? So let me know if that kind of made sense. So that's one workout that I'll do. I may record it someday. Hopefully it'll just y'all kind of understand what I'm saying. But get into a lunge, boom here, rotate out, rotate out, rotate out. But it's all slow and controlled. Probably about 2-3 seconds up, 2-3 down. Same thing going the other way, slow and controlled. You would want to have the opposite foot of the hand you have the dumbbell in front. So if the dumbbell's in my left hand, I'm going to want to go and do the workout with my right leg in front in the lunge. You know what I'm saying? So boom. That's quick. One thing about that as well. Let me get back to here. But you said, is my chair falling? My chair's falling. But hold on, let me peep what you said. Balls I breakdown will be fire. They got a great creator all-star series right now. I'll peep. If I know who's in there and what's going on, I may peep that. Because all-star break is coming around, so there may not be games for a little bit. So, getting stronger is the more important thing. Getting stronger according to basketball is an important thing. What is your mindset in your final months of high school, going to heading into college? You can answer this later. If it's a long explanation. What's my mindset? I mean, for me, I was a little different. I'm gonna try to keep it concise, but for me, I was a little different because my mindset was always on goals and not on, let me try to hang out and see friends for the last time and spend time hanging out with friends, going to parties and shit. Like my mindset was always basketball. I got to get better at hoops. Like I know what I'm getting into. Like I was conscious of my future when I was in 8th grade. Like I was about to leave 8th grade, go to a new school, and I was like, I want to hoop, but I'm sorry, right? So I was like, I got to lock in. So even when I was finishing high school, mindset was still similar. It was just boom. I gotta still get better. There's still levels I want to reach. I'm not done. Even though I signed, even though I know I got a school I'm going to, I got to continue to get better. And so now finishing out that year, it was just like, how could I best prepare myself to go to college and go hoop? But if you're not even hooping though, right? It just depends on who you are and what you're doing. If you are in that area of like, all right, boom, I feel as though I want to spend time with some of the friends I know before I leave school, go ahead and do so. Ain't no problem with it. We all different, right? Can't knock you for doing that, nor can you necessarily knock me for doing me, because we're just different people. So I'll say when it comes down to that, just listen to listen to self. Spend time by yourself, right? Spend time by yourself. Spend time, right? Spend time. It's a currency. Time is a currency. Spend time by yourself, right? So you're buying yourself with the time that you spend. You're investing into yourself when you spend time alone. So spend some time alone and really be able to connect and understand what you kind of do. What's the next step got to be able to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. So I'll say take that into account. What should I look for when watching Brunson? Look for things that directly correlate to what you want to improve. Don't try to take something from Brunson just to take it, but take something from his game that is going to help you improve something that you are bad at. So if you know you're bad at going a certain direction, or you usually get caught in a certain spot, look at a move that's going to help you out with that. Then go, of course, drill and apply it. What's good, Hanif? What's good? Yeah, ain't no problem. We about to be done, though. We about to be done. Best way to improve core strength. I got some workouts in the Discord. You think it's bad to be too focused on basketball? Not necessarily. I've always been hyper focused on my goals. If basketball is your goal, what's the problem with being focused on what is too focused? What when you say too focused, it sounds like you think since you're so locked in on your craft and say it's me. Since I'm so locked in on my craft and I just want to improve, it's the external eye, it's the public eye, the general public's eye and perspective thinking, oh shit, you're doing too much. You're doing a little too much. You're too focused. I'm here for a reason. I have a purpose. I have a goal. Why am I gonna sit here, fuck around, and waste time and be distracted, right? Why would I keep myself off track? You know what I'm saying? Why would I do that? That's stupid. I know I got a goal. I know I want to get it done. I told myself I'm gonna make the sacrifices and stay disciplined because this is what I want to do with my life, and my life lives beyond my present moment and my present pleasures. So I'm gonna go about and go do this goal. You know what I'm saying? So why would I even try to say I'm too focused? Motherfucker say I'm too focused. I'm like, fuck around, get away from me. Motherfucker tried to tell me if one of my homies is like, yo, bro, you too focused, bro, relax. Bro, I'm living in my purpose, bro. What the fuck? I got goals, bro. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be. So like I got strides I want to reach. So I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep doing what I need to. And it's not like I'm sitting here a slave to the shit I'm doing. But I'm made the conscious decision to go about doing this because my passion for it and understanding my purpose for it. So I'm gonna keep going. Hold on, let me get the Discord link too. I haven't even opened the Discord today. So how would I build some memory on a move that I just saw on film? I'm like sitting down at home or something. I mean, it literally be so way easier than y'all think. Like all you got to really do sometimes is almost see the move, try it for yourself, and just build a feel for it. And even then, like, go through the process and tell yourself, am I really going to use this shit? Like, actually try to move out and look at the move and say, am I really going to use this shit? Because sometimes, a lot of the times, y'all see a move that y'all think is real nice, but are you really going to use it? Do you really feel the move? That's the thing. Do y'all actually feel the move? And could you see yourself actually doing the move in itself? So that's the thing when it comes down to it. Like I've gotten to a point where it's easy for me to be able to need out and be able to pick out certain things I know I'm not really gonna do. So like I'm gonna be like, I may try a move and try to do a workout from it. I'm like, no, I'm not really gonna use that like that. Like I was doing mid-range step backs. I was like, I don't even know if I really use a mid-range step back. Like I see Shay do it. I have the feel for it, but understanding the way I move and how I get to my spots, I don't see myself using that move often. Like I see that there being other ways for me being in that same spot and just me doing something else. I'm not gonna do exactly what he does, even though I could feel it. That's not how I'm gonna get there. And there's other shit I could do. There'd be so many times where you'll see a player in one spot, but you don't even understand. There is a plethora of things you could do in that one spot. There's not just that one thing, right? That player did that one thing because that one thing works for them. It works for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to say, oh, this is the only thing I could do right here. Let me just try this. Continue to look at more players. If Brunson move don't work, ah shit, let me go take a look at a Tony Parker. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let me look at another small guard. Maybe I don't rely so much on using my shoulder. Maybe I'm a little more quick. Let me look at a fucking Ish Smith. Let me look at Isaiah Thomas. Let me look at some other like 6 foot, sub 6 foot guard. I'm talking IT from back in the day. And I'm even IT that was recent. Like you could either one. Let me go look at those guards as well and see what do they do. Right? And see, okay, this move may have been good for Brunson, but I tried it, don't work for me. But this move by Ish Smith or some shit. This move by some other guard. This shit feel nice. I could do this. By Tony Parker. I don't know. This shit feel good. Let me do this. So you also got to continue to do your research and look beyond the notable players. That's also an important part. Look beyond the players that are notable and see beyond that. Because if you try to condense yourself to the players at the top, there's way more players that are still of high talent level, high skill level that y'all aren't watching on the fact that just because you don't really know their name. So you really got to do your research. Like I was pulling shit from Seth Curry's bag when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh, he's nice. All these dudes in the fucking league. Why would I sit here and not learn from people in the league? They in the place I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So at least from the perspective of that level of play, not necessarily be at his level, but there's things that got him there. I want to be able to find that shit out. So like pick and pull the little things from the players that aren't so popular is another important thing. Fred VanVleet. You could watch Fred VanVleet. He'll probably make you a worse player. I mean, shit. If you watch the right things, you could find a thing or two. Watch him in Toronto. Kyle Lowry. Watch Kyle Lowry. What does Kyle Lowry do when he gets in these certain ranges? You know what I'm saying? Little things like that. Like there's so much you could peep. So many things you could peep. He said he's stupid. He said we'll make you worse. Hey, you watch him in Rockets. Watch a full game. He gonna fuck you up. Gonna fuck you up. By the way, what's the score right now? 17-12. That's crazy. I did not forget the score. We done talked for so long, but hey, 17-12 though. 17-12. Look, let's get right back to it. Actually, is it 17-12? They just hit a 3. That's 15-12. Let me double check. Hold on. Let me double check. I gotta double check. I think it's 15-12. Yeah, 15-12. It's 15-12. 15-12. We just got to see if he really winning this matchup. Got to see if he winning this matchup. Boom. Yeah, I remember I talked about that. The effort getting back to that play. Shitty. Now, Derek White hit that 3. 15-12. Or 17-15. 17-15. I don't know what the fuck I was saying before. I may have said 15-12 over and over. But I'm at 17-15. I'm at 17-15. But now let's get right back to it. This is another one of the plays where Cam Thomas is getting exploited, right? Let's finish this breakdown, though. Let me get some water. By the way, I've been watching Game of Thrones. Like, I'll watch an episode or so per day, just so, like as my debriefing period. That bit dumb good. I'm dumb far into the show, too. Let me know if any of y'all watched Game of Thrones. But peep this though. Understand. Once again, you got Derek White, Jaylen Brown attacking the mismatch. So now, at this point in time, you may see Jaylen Brown go. Even though he didn't directly go and attack Cam Thomas still is responsible for what's about to transpire here with this bucket by Jaylen Brown. Because you got to understand the defender's perspective. Because with this screen right here, the defender's also thinking about, oh, where's the screen coming from? How must I guard the screen? So all of this focus is not put onto Jaylen Brown because Cam Thomas is the one that's getting attacked. So now he's not really focused all on Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is now able to get to where he wants, and he just kind of leads his defender there. Gets that shot. Low-key, he did hit him, but he still is able to get that bucket. 17 up. Imagine 7 seed Suns, 8 seed Mavs, 9 seed Lakers, 10. That's insane, bro. Them ratings gonna be stupid. Best planes of all time. Yeah, the ratings gonna be insane, bro. Oh, that's crazy. But you watched it a while back. Yeah, that shit. I'm in season 7 right now. I'm about to be done with it. I started watching that shit like a couple months ago. I'm watching this shit for a while. Don't say anything, by the way. If you say anything, you're banned. Is anybody spoil anything, you're banned. No cap. Even peep this. What's even about to happen here? I look, even forgot. Okay, this is what that play was. Understand. We getting close to the end of this though, right? Once again, Jaylen Brown, Cam Thomas. Wait, he just waved him off. But understand what he gonna do. Come right back. Come right back. Cam Thomas once again in this action. Now he has to guard Jaylen Brown's show, trying to get back. And at this point in time, it's extremely vital that you communicate. Because Dennis Schroer has to guard two from in this paint and Jayson Tatum. So as Jrue Holiday is getting recomposed, gathering himself, Cam Thomas has got to hustle back and just tell Schroer, go, right? You got to really hustle back. So then you turn, you just get right back to Derek White so Schroer could get right back to Tatum. And not have to play on such a long and late close. Because now Tatum pump fake right there in the mid-range might be the closest shot that he damn near took outside that dunk. My parents watched the whole thing, Go to show. Yeah, I heard it was Go to, so I was like, I gotta peep. Gotta peep. So what is that? 1917. It's 1917. Yep, 1917. 1917. We gonna see what's popping. Understand? Now Cam Thomas, Jrue Holiday on him. Drag screen with Dennis Schroer. I just realized this shit not even playing in the background. Boom. I had to get the binaural beat going. I was like, some shit don't feel right. It's them hertz. Them 44 hertz ain't going. Shit's not going. But understand though, right? The most important part about this all, right, is that despite the fact that you see Cam Thomas being the one to be the one that scored on, I think I said one to be the one that scored on. Let me say that shit again. I just realized, oh shit, I be stumbling on my words. I be thinking, I'm like, wait, oh, you said that shit twice. Bugging, right? Despite the fact that Cam Thomas is the one that's getting scored on the other side, what matters is how well are you able to make up for that on the offensive side, right? So, what, 19-17 right now? Off this screen, Jrue Holiday here, breaks that base, step back. That's a hell of a goddamn contest. That's one hell of a contest. But it's Cam Thomas though, right? It's Cam Thomas, boom, bucket. That's tough. That's just tough. 2019 right there. Now once again. This is low-key a stop though. Hold on. This is low-key a stop. Understand, he actually got to stop. Once again, Jaylen Brown trying to get Cam Thomas on him. And he did just that. In a situation like this, why did he pick the ball up? That's some high school shit right there. A lot of y'all high school hoopers be doing that. Just picking the ball up for no reason. And now you got to panic, make a decision. What ends up happening is now, boom, turnover right there by Jaylen Brown to get back to the other side. You actually got to stop. Even Pete, this is another bucket, right? Boom, hit. Hold on, this shit's tough. Y'all even got to understand about this play, right? This is a gem right here. This is a gem. Take note, right? Now watch Cam Thomas. Do you think that Jacques Vaughn wrote up an inbounds play for Cam Thomas to go that route on that play? Fuck no, he did not. Because this is what a player looks like. Not being a robot and running the route that the coach said to do, and doing what you see and making a play. You know? So now Cam Thomas just gets here. Long as two, don't matter. He's shooting. It's Cam Thomas. It's a bucket. You know, you got to find ways to make a play within a play. That's what the real player does. And now Dennis Schroer. Let me talk about Dennis Schroer right quick, right? Understand. Dennis Schroer, even smaller than Cam Thomas, right? But he's not getting picked on as much. It's because he does this. Understand. Jaylen Brown on the attack. He's getting down because Schroeder's not set. Now they're getting back set. And so he's just going to play the game with IQ. First bump, hit. Second bump, boom, I go back. Cam Thomas must develop that level of IQ and intelligence as a defender if he wants to not get picked on so much. That's what he's going to have to do. And just commit overall, because he just has a lack of energy. I don't even think he really focuses on defense. And now once again, what is it? 22-19? It's 22-19. 22-19. Let's see how far we get with the scoreboard, right? You got Cam Thomas getting back. Who is he going to pick up on is the real question. And now Al Horford told you can't hide the mismatch. You can't hide the mismatch. Jayson Tatum, get down. I don't even want to score. Not Jaylen Brown. You got the mismatch. You go to work. And on Cam Thomas's part, what type of defense is this? Like I said before, what are you trying to do? You trying to play him straight up, 3-quarter, front? I don't know. You trying to make up some new shit? Goddamn negative straight up or some shit? Like you turning your back, negative 3-quarter? What the fuck? So now he just throws that in. Come on, bro. Like, what is this? What is this? You back to back. You back to back, bro. Like Drake with a fucking single, bro. Come on, man. Now Al Horford turns that shit. Boom. He gets that late. Make that shit 21-22. Cam Thomas still up right now, though. I don't know if he's going to stay up. And this is part where it really got tough. This is where I was like, oh, shit, you really can't guard. You really can't guard. Look, this unveiled everything. This is how bad it was getting, right? Every single play. So now it's Derek White with the ball. Cam Thomas on Derek White. Jock Vaughn's calling for a double on Derek White, and he's not even the person that's going to be aggressive with the mismatch. They're just getting the ball out the hands of the person as to which Cam Thomas is guarding. Wow, that's tough. That's rough. That's rough. I'm not even sure if they scored on display. Did they? They might have hit a 3. I don't think they hit a 3, though. 22-21. Remember, I got dip piece. All right, I'll catch you. I'll catch you. Look at Jayson Tatum, right? Guess that's switch of Cam Thomas. Let's attack once again. Let's attack once again. And understand, at this point in time when he makes that catch, he just was able to see Cam Thomas jump out to that middle from his peripheral. So now once he gets here, boom, spin that other way because I know I got an angle. You jumped out and you're not playing me straight up. Simple as that. So now here, boom, Euro. Did he even get hit? Hold on. Did he even get hit? That might have been a damn flop. Hold on. This might have been a flop. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold, hey, hold there, buddy. Hold there, buddy. Hang on, buddy. There's no way. There's no way. Did you just flop? I did not see an elbow. Hold on. Hold it there, buddy. We might have to take this to Secaucus because my goodness, is this a flop if I think. Look at Jayson Tatum. Hold on. Let's see. Did he get hit? I think he might have got hit. Hold on. I got to see this. I really got to see this. Let's see. Hold on. He might have got hit. He ain't get hit in his chin. You saw that, right? You seen it? Hold on. Let's see it one more time. Hey, if you got YouTube on your phone, you can do that little zoom in shit. You might be able to see better than me. But I don't think he got hit in his chin. He got hit in his sternum. Bro. And he doing all this, bro. Come on, bro. That's a tech. Ain't that a fine nowadays? Ain't that a fine, bro? I ain't with the flop, bro. I ain't with the flopping. You can't try to bail out and then do this to the ref. Nah, bro. You getting cooked, bro. You just getting cooked. That's all it is. You getting cooked. You know, you got hit in your sternum. Take it like a man. Keep shit pushing and go get your bucket because that's what Cam Thomas do. But now he's down 23-22. Pete though, let the ball roll. This is the last couple of plays. Robbie, you say you may slide too? I don't know. Hold on. We about to be done. It's the last couple of plays of the game. This is the last couple. So Pete this, right? 148 left. Next play down. Let the ball roll. Now he's getting into his attack. Just trying to get a bucket as quick as possible. But the thing about trying to get this bucket is that there wasn't really anything there. And that's the repercussion of just being ultra aggressive. You got to live with those plays. You got to live with those. You got to live with them. It may look embarrassing, but it is what it is. And so now, next possession down. You already got the mismatch. Clear out. Double team from Dennis Schroer coming from that right. So where does Tatum go? To that left. Simple as that. Drew Holiday now sitting right here on the short corner. Drop it off. Hesitated. That's where he fucked up. Shot. Boom. Miss. But that's the end of that breakdown, though. What is the score? 23-22. Despite being the person that got picked on every single time, in the second half, Cam Thomas was only a -1 in terms of points production and points cost. Only a -1. So is he really a defensive liability when he's able to score so much and produce so much on that other side? I don't know. You ask me. It's like a player like Trae Young. Production is so high, even though you're getting attacked, he's still getting his shit off. So, how does he become a better defender? I mean, just begin with effort. It don't got to be nothing really so much with skill. Just put some effort in. You know what I'm saying? Just put some effort in. Put some effort on the defense. Actually put some time in to understand scheme. Get comfortable moving as a defender. You know? Little things like that. It's not that crazy. Just start with some effort. Kim's all about buckets, both making and giving up. Yeah. All about buckets. He just need to play the other side, bro, if he actually wants to compete. Jordan Poole over his last 6. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my gosh. We might have to do another Jordan Poole breakdown. It might be time for another Jordan Poole breakdown. Last time I did a Jordan Poole breakdown, a couple clips went viral. So we might have to run that shit back. I think on TikTok, the motherfuckers at about 3 million. About 3 million, 3.5 million views on them shits on TikTok.
Okay, what's up, baby?
Hey, OG Keys.
Yeah,
OG Keys,
yo, what
appreciate
you
that
know?
sub. We about to be out of here. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, by the way, 4 p.m. EST. So I don't know who I'm going to watch next time. I may have to peep Jordan Poole again before season. We already talked about this. You already discussed this. You wanted me to discuss it again? It will be on the next Jordan Poole breakdown, brought to you by Pat DOR. And so, see you, Pat. All right, catch you, Hanif. See you, Z. Hoop tomorrow for the first time in a while. Get some buckets. And so, make sure y'all remember, sacrifice your present self. Sacrifice your present self and invest into your future self. And do everything you need to do to be able to get to where you want to go. So, discipline or regret, you choose.